All right, now you have to click that you want to come on. Hey,
Hey, good
there
to
you are.
see ya. Here we
Yeah.
My phone,
Why is it not showing you on here, Bertrand?
because I'm an admin of the Sidekicks page, and so it was logging me in,
Oh, okay.
and I was just
Snap.
so it wouldn't let me. I was watching it, but I couldn't. Stop.
We didn't think about that glitch.
Yeah, sorry.
But anyway.
I was really blown out. I had
So
the
hey,
perfect, but there we go.
there we go.
Turn my phone off, please.
Well, we'll have to work on that glitch for next time.
Yeah.
So it's good to see your face.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah. I wanted to ask a few things. Like, first of all, what are you doing right now during your downtime when you're not touring?
Healing, taking care of the kids. That's about all I can do. I'm working with stuff in the studio for Zana for the live performance, but it's even difficult to do that. Anything inside of Pro Tools requires a lot of two-handed shortcuts and makes things a little bit easy. A little hard to because I can't rotate my wrist to type.
Don't move it. Yeah. Don't move it. Okay. So as I understand, you're out of the woods when it comes to surgery now.
Yes. Praise God.
So they think it's fused enough in there that it's not going to be shifting anymore?
I think so. From what I gathered, everything looks good. I'll be out of the cast in 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. And then start physical therapy.
Yep.
Okay.
The relearning of guitar. The
Okay. Show us the arm, Sherry says. Well, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's lovely. I love that you got black. I thought that was great.
Of course.
Of course.
What
else would you get?
I wanted to do pink, like layers of pink underneath it. So for my, my daughter being a freak of pink,
yeah,
they wouldn't double wrap it. They wouldn't do a layer of pink underneath the black. Maybe made her sad.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that stinks. Well, I think there might be some people that didn't know what happened and everything. Can you walk us through the day that you had your accident on stage and what happened and kind of give us a play-by-play?
I believe I was in Mannheim, Pennsylvania, I think. I'm really, really bad with details. We were on tour.
You got that part narrowed down. You were on tour.
Yeah. And honestly, I didn't do anything that I haven't done every night at every show for the past 6-7 years. I got up on my stage riser for the last song. Something I did every single night. I didn't change anything. It was stable. It didn't break. And I know that some people might believe in spiritual realm stuff and some people might not, but that's the only explanation, even from watching the video. Watching that thing just tumble over, and I stood in the same spot I always do every night when I make that jump. I was pulsing. You can see it in the video. I was pulsing because I was about to do a big jump on the hit of the song starting, and I do it every night from that same on the box. And for some reason that night it just flipped, and I just went all the way down from the stage riser down to the stage, and everything's been a blur. I'm really still kind of, I don't know exactly what I broke, what I hurt. I bruised my rib, I jacked up my back again, broke my wrist in 2 spots, and then it's been a whirlwind. Then I think I broke my toe again about 3 or 4 days ago, so I've been limping around all over the place.
We're gonna have to wrap you in bubble wrap, man.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay, whoever has like access to a lot of bubble wrap, let's send some out there to Bertrand. Man, how did you break your toe?
Just a klutz around the house. I've broken my big toe on my right foot so many times. Like I'm literally sitting here. Thanks, Sherry, by the way. This is coming in handy. It's my ice pack. It's sitting on my toe.
Yay! Hey, Sherry, is that the one I told you to buy him?
I think so.
So actually, I bought that for you.
Thank you.
So anyway, yeah, I told her because when I travel with my back, you don't have access to be able to put the thing in a freezer, and I was like, get him one that you can just put ice in, So that was great. But love the ice pack.
Yeah.
But okay, so anyway, so after you fell, you realized at that point you messed up, and they called for a doctor, and then some of your fans came in and swooped you up and took care of you.
Yeah, let's go with that. I remember I remember trying to stand back up and to try to keep playing, and the moment I moved my fingers to hit the fretboard, like it was just white. My vision went white with pain, and I looked at Patrick and I was like, "Cut!" Like,
yeah, I saw you do that.
There's no recovering from this. And I jacked up my pretty good on the stage box. It was bleeding pretty profusely when I had gotten off stage. There was more blood than there should have been for just a small little gash, but
yeah,
a lot worse. But I was limping because I was like, I see the blood, and I'm like, I can't move my wrist. There's a lot of blood on my leg. I don't know what's going on. And I just kind of fell down backstage, and onto the ground. I just was like, I can't even try to make it back to the green room quite yet. And then I don't know if I called my wife then. My wife's sitting over here. I don't even know.
You unlocked your phone and told me there were 20 people standing around you, and you handed it to Sherry.
There you go.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, the Brennemans.
Well, thank goodness there were some good sidekick fans like Sherry around to help you out. And
Doug and Sherry have come to a ton of our shows and helped us out and just been really good friends and taking care of us. And,
awesome. Yeah.
Between you and them that night, I don't know what I would have done. They got me to the hospital. They got me figured out. Got me back there so I could still get back on stage and say goodnight to the fans, and it was cool.
And and probably rock out a little too hard at the end of the show.
My wife over here, and she's just like,
she gave me the evil eye.
A little bit of evil eye, a little bit of the eye roll, combination of the evil eye.
I know, but I kind of felt you in that moment. You were like, this is it. I'm not going to get to do this. and this is my last chance to go out with a bang.
Everybody, when I showed back up, it was the end of the night, obviously, by that point, and Disciple was on stage, and Kevin had just put the flag down, and they were moving on from song to song, and I was watching, and Rob Los, our bass player for Random Hero, was like, dude, you need to go out there. Everybody wants to know if you're okay. Everybody's thinking about you and talking about you. He's like, just grab that flag, go out there, headbang, sing along to your favorite Disciple song.
Yeah.
It was Oh God Save.
Well,
so
it was a wonderful moment, though. It was really cool, and it really hyped the crowd quite a bit to see you out there.
It was cool,
and see that you were still in one piece, sort of. Well, actually, you were in three pieces, weren't you? Yeah. So, but anyway, that was pretty epic, even though you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But we're glad you did anyway. So, but all right. So the next thing is, we know all about you, but tell us about the condition of the guitar, because that was one beautiful guitar.
Is it right up there?
Is it?
You want to grab it? Yeah. We don't know the condition of its electronics. The neck is okay. It did receive some damage that I'm going to have to send back and pay to get fixed. She'll bring it in here in a second.
Yeah.
But we don't know. I haven't bothered to plug it in to anything yet. I've got too much going on as it is.
Yeah. Are you afraid to plug it in?
A little, honestly, but I can't really play anything anyway. Last night when I was trying to figure out keys of songs for the Zana live set for the summer, I was I grabbed the bass and I'm playing with my right hand. And I'm using one finger on top of it to hear what note. I'm like, oh yeah, this song's in B or this song's in A.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really hard to see with a little light in here, but there's a big chunk.
Yeah. See.
I could actually
chunk
it off, but I don't want to.
Yeah. And then, oh man.
there's indentations from something that was on the stage right here that are pushed in a good
That
1/8 inch.
did it land on the pedal board too, or was it just your face that landed on the pedal board?
From what I'm looking at here, it looks like it's on the pedal board, and that's may have what dented and cracked here, and here.
Yeah.
Lost the volume knob in the process, but broke a string, but that's to be expected.
Yeah. Sherry's asking, will you be on the entire Summer Rock Fest? But I guess that's still open to how well you recover, I guess.
Right now, I am going out. Yeah, I'll be out there for, I think our first show is the 12th, and we go from like the 12th to July 12th to August 11th.
Yeah.
So I should be out there.
So hopefully, yeah, you don't forget to take the ice pack with you.
Oh, yeah. Seriously.
You're going to need it.
I'll be in a brace for the whole summer, but I can take it off to play shows, the doctor said, and
right.
Very good physical therapy for me every night. I'm not going to be able to perform and be crazy and, be insane on stage, but I'll be able to get out there, play and sing my heart out. And
no risers.
No riser for footrest only. I'm
okay.
For some of the people who are watching probably don't know, like 4 years ago during the summer, I jumped off that same stage riser and collapsed L2 through L5 in my vertebrae, and it was fun. And I'm still paying for it today.
Yep.
I have, in fact, this week.
We know all about those back pains, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Okay, well let me try to get to some of the questions. What did you have to say?
Just Friday is my next back appointment to find out how everything's going with that from the accident.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right, so let me see. I gotta look at what we got here. All right, the first question I have for you is from Heidi, and she wanted to know, what is your favorite song to perform on stage?
Chance to Breathe currently, and also Carry Me, Bear Me. Those are my two favorites. Okay. And let's be honest, it's because they have guitar solos.
Well, okay, that's legit right there. Okay, all right.
Metalhead,
so let's
guitar solos. So,
how about Running? That's one of my favorite ones to watch.
Running's got a fun solo on it. I guess for me, I don't see it as a technically impressive solo or a difficult solo for me. I prefer stuff that, like, if I haven't played it for a few months, I'm like, oh, I better practice that, because that does have some parts in it that are harder.
Yeah. But I just like, you know me, I like when a song goes hard anyway. So.
Yeah, Running is probably my third favorite play live.
Yeah. Okay, and then I have another question here. Kitra wants to know, because her kids like to call you Yarn Hair.
Oh, yeah.
If that's okay, and if you like that.
Oh, it's adorable. I don't care. Yarn Hair, Mop Head. I've gotten that quite a bit.
Yeah. What other?
Fat Jack.
What other names?
Fat Jack Sparrow.
Fat Jack. No.
I've gotten that many times. I was in Las Vegas with Aaron years ago, and we were walking down the strip, and just people watching, which is obviously very fun to do in Las Vegas at 10 people watching people who are slightly inebriated, maybe not not so slightly, even just inebriated. And Aaron, as we're walking down, would just tease the crud out of me and just yell at people, be like, "Hey, you should come take pictures with Jack Sparrow. He's over here." People would flood around me, and I'm like, no, go away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So is there any way to get Aaron back when he does stuff like that?
Yeah, there's plenty of ways, but
okay.
Those aren't families.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let me look at another question here. We have there's a fan of yours that does makeup, and he says, is there any way that he could do your makeup for a video sometime? That's Josh Price.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Who knows, right?
I was Insta stalking him a couple weeks ago, actually, and looking through all of his crazy makeup that he's done.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Very creative.
If he's looked through my Instagram and looked back in the day when I used to do a lot of the makeup stuff for Random Hero, I love
with the white contact lenses and the whole.
I love the crazy stuff, and there might be more room in the future just because Random Hero is becoming a little bit more of a more commercial rock. I don't do the crazy stuff anymore. The
Right.
stuff though, I will be doing more so probably in Zana in the future, and that would
Yeah. That would fit. Yeah.
that we are very open to. So he can totally hit
Okay.
me up on Instagram or whatever, and maybe we can work something out for a future music video.
All right. Well, that's great news for him, man. He'll be excited. Okay, let me see what else I have here. Uh, Shirley wants to know what made you really interested in the guitar and why.
Long story short, my dad. My dad was a worship pastor during the Jesus Freak movement in the '70s and toured.
Yay, my people.
Yeah, so he's the reason why I love like Phil Keaggy and Keith Green and all that early classic stuff. The old Amy Grant.
Yeah.
But he toured all over India and middle, Eastern, some of the Eastern countries, and he was even in prison in one of the Arabic countries for talking about Jesus on the streets during the late '70s.
Wow.
His passion for guitar for me at a young age, when I was about 7, I started perking up to like watch him more, and I took a class at my school, at my elementary school, after school thing, and it just something clicked, and then I discovered, punk and ska and the guitar. Love with guitar, thanks to the punk and ska times of the two bands of the early '90s and late '90s. So
Yeah. Well, we're glad you did too.
me too.
Okay. Also, part of that, like a second part of that question is, does the guitar playing help you let out negative feelings, or does it
I think
opposite?
my wife, she'd probably know. What do you think? Do you think it builds more negative feelings emotionally when I write, or is it?
It depends.
Here, she said.
So part 2, we're gonna have Valerie on, and we're gonna get the real scoop.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Listen to her back there. Yes.
I have a career after that.
It'll build it.
So, well, music to me anyway is a balm. It's emotional. It's medicine to me. So, I would imagine that part of that's true.
Yeah.
All right, let me look and see what else I've got over here. Just a second. All right. Oh, and Alicia Rigney and her kids, Natalie and Victoria. I believe they sent you a care package, didn't they?
Did. They gave me soups and fudge and bath bombs and wonderful cards from the kids. And it just, I came home, and I think it showed up a couple days after I was back. And I was at church and feeling really just beaten. After you come something like that, and you know that you had to come home, and you want, like, I was so proud of my boys for going out there and continuing on without me, and thanks once again, huge thanks to like Justin, JR, and Marco, like, for just stepping up and just taking over for us. But when I came home, I was really kind of defeated a little bit of like this is insane. Like, it just put the brakes on so fast that threw me for a whirlwind. And I got that package, and I teared up, and it was a very beautiful moment. So thank you guys if you're watching. Mwah. Thank you.
They are watching. They came home from VBS to watch you. They've been waiting all night to see you.
That's awesome. Hi everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For the soup and the fudge and the bath bombs, which make my hair smell amazing.
Yeah. And they wanted to know, did the soup make you feel better?
Of course. Soup makes everyone feel better.
Okay. And then they finished their question with, "We are praying for you to get better fast. We love you. And do you need anything else?" Say fudge. You need some more fudge?
I'm okay on the fudge.
Uh-oh, he's Okay, are we back on? I lost you, Bertrand. Ooh, somehow my Wi-Fi went out. That happens occasionally. Let me try to get you back. Okay. We're gonna wait a minute, see if he can get back on. Y'all just come back on and I will bring you back up again. We're almost through here. Yep, we just need Bertrand back. Here we go. There we go.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, it's my Wi-Fi went out.
All good.
Internet may not be available. Oh no, there's my husband chiming in. Bang Nana pudding will cure a lot of ills when consumed in mass quantities.
Maybe not mass quantities, but in quantities, that's large.
But anyway, as I was saying, Alicia's kids said, we're praying for you, get better fast, we love you, and do you need anything else? And I suggested you say the word fudge.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun.
Okay, but anyway, her kids are so sweet. They were, you know what? She wants to know what kind of fudge you want. She can do different flavors.
Oh, goodness. Well, we'll talk.
Yeah, he'll talk with you later, Alicia.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get to another question. I'll speed this up. BJ Samana wanted to know what inspired your look and style.
So, high school janitor mop and Crayola.
Yeah. And what kind of eye makeup do you use?
I use
anything.
It's called Ben Nye makeup. It's from theatrical makeup. It's like a grease paint that comes off really easy. Yeah. Not makeup in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
So you get a lot. Yeah. But I get them at like costume shops and stuff that carry stuff for theater. But honestly, like the dreadlocks started thanks to the actor Jason Momoa, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa, before Aquaman and everything else in Game of Thrones that he's done, he was in Stargate, Atlantis, and he had dreadlocks back then, like not just a wig, but real dreadlocks. And I was just like, wow, that guy pulls them off.
I guess.
Good. I'm not that buff, but I think I could pull off dreadlocks. And for the first year, I was wrong. But as dreadlocks mature, they look a lot better, and that's.
Well, yours are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I've cut them so many times at this point, and the tattoos, that was just a very big obsession thanks to the punk and ska and rock communities that I was a part of. By the time I was 16, I remember in 1995, I went to a festival called Tom Fest, and I saw Squad 5-0, early Tooth and Nail band, punk rock at the time. And they were in the bathrooms getting ready for their show, and Jeff, the lead singer, was in there and he was shaving his arms because of his tattoos. And I was like, dude, why are you shaving your arms, Jeff? And he's like, keeps your tattoos looking fresh, brah. And some moment where I was just like, oh my gosh, I want all the tattoos. Like, I knew so quick that my parents knew it was coming.
Chest plate, back plate.
I
sleeves, everything.
All day long in high school, and I was by the time I was 18, my 18th birthday was like a goodness gracious, like 9 hours of tattoo session, 6 piercings, and then I was a tattoo artist as well. Not long after that, after I graduated, so the ink just comes with that territory, and I'm still not done.
Well, I've seen quite a few of them, but what's one of your favorite ones, just to share?
When it comes to my faith, my favorite is my back piece of Jesus and Moses.
Okay.
Moses representing the law, and Jesus the fulfillment of the law.
Amen.
My wedding ring, of course, which is hard to see right now because it's all super dry and gross, but it's a big anchor on my finger that comes down
Mm-hmm.
E in love for Valerie, and then it's got my wedding date in Roman numerals wrapped up.
Yeah.
And then for fun,
I know.
it's just all the video game stuff on my right leg. I've a ton of
Yeah.
Super Nintendo and Final Fantasy and just all the stuff I loved growing up and still love today.
Yeah. I know a lot of band people do their wedding rings as a tattoo because I've heard of flinging them off on stage, the real ones off on stage and losing them.
Yeah, I haven't had a risk with that, but it does ding up the guitar pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Wearing it, so just easier to just have it tattooed on.
Speaking of dreadlocks, we had some dreadlocks in the house this week. Yeah. We had Decipher Down hung out the other day. Oh. And Brandon, man, he's twirling those things all day. Do you have a habit of rubbing them all day long? Nope.
I think now that you mention it, like now that you just say that, I immediately like.
No, you do.
But wife, do I play with my hair a ton? I don't think I do.
Just whipping it back out of your face.
Yeah, I really don't twist it much. When I'm in the van, I do quite a bit, but
yeah.
Just because I know I'm.
Well, TJ was making fun of him says, look at him up there with his hands up there. That's all he does is twist that hair. Anyway, enough about that. But let's see. And then this one, I just thought I would go ahead and put it in here because he put it on Facebook. Rob Jones wants to know what the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow is.
Purple.
It's whether the answer should be African or European. But anyway.
I have no idea.
And then Leanne Russell's daughter, Kendra, wanted to know, what is your favorite dad joke?
Oh, goodness.
Can you think of a dad joke?
Yeah, hold on. I actually screenshot my favorite dad jokes. So,
good deal.
Give me a quick moment here. I got my phone in my hand.
That's right, Doug. It's African or European swallow, right? Monty Python fans?
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in high school when it came out. Hey, Max. V. Gates.
Where'd it go? Sorry, my phone's being weird. I must have screenshotted it last week. But it's worth it. It's so bad and cringy.
It's okay. We'll wait. We'll wait.
Yeah. Okay.
And y'all may have asked some other questions that I missed because I was reading my questions that were over here. So if y'all can think of some, go ahead and put some up now. And before we let him go, we don't want to keep him all night.
Okay. All right.
You're already laughing and you haven't even done it yet.
For Star Wars fans, how warm is it inside of a tauntaun?
I don't know.
Lukewarm. It was so good.
Oh, it's good to hear you laughing. Oh. Oh, that is good. All right, we have another question. Monica wants to know, how are you doing covering your medical bills? I know you had a lot of people that gave to GoFundMe and to PayPal. How are things going in that realm?
So I've basically everything that's been donated has been paid towards most of the bills at this point.
Good.
I still have with the back stuff that's come up. Thanks to this, I still have, like, I think between the back and the emergency room, a couple of the different people, I've still got around 2,200 left, I think. But everything covered, all my appointments, everything's been amazing.
Amen. Let's see, everybody loves you, man.
Come here. My son is very, very curious before he goes to bed.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Say hi, world.
Hey, hi.
Drinking some chocolate.
You got you some milk or juice?
Chocolate milk.
Strawberry milk.
Oh, strawberry milk. Spoiled tonight.
Strawberry milk. Delicious.
My son, Asher.
Hey. You don't mind us talking to your daddy, do you?
Is that okay?
We want to make sure he's okay. What abs?
We'll get back in a minute.
Aw. So thankfully we've had a lot of donations, but if anybody still wants to donate, he's got a PayPal. It's Joshua Bertrand 2007 at gmail.com.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And $5, $10.
I haven't gone through and looked at all the individual people who have donated yet. It's very overwhelming emotionally for me because it's beautiful. I will be going through and looking at all the names and emails that came in. Anybody who I can identify, I want to thank personally and talk to them and thank you or send them a letter or just something. I haven't even had a chance. I saw something come through this afternoon even, and I knew who it was when I finally saw that email. I was like, well, whose email is that? And I actually was like, I know that. It was an old high school friend of mine that I hadn't probably talked to in high school. And they saw it on Facebook and donated $20. And
that's amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, and if people don't have a PayPal account and they still want to give, there's also a GoFundMe. So after I get done, I'll put that up in the comments so that you can go to the GoFundMe too, because one of your friends that you do gaming with put that one together with me.
Yeah, Keegan.
Because he said, you want me to do it? And I said, yeah, because I've never put one together. So I let him do the hard part.
He's done a ton of fundraisers for a ton of different people across the world. Every year he does like a 24-hour Twitch stream, online gaming stream.
Wow.
He raises money for MS and or for I think it's MS. I might be totally wrong, but he's incredible.
For something.
Yeah, he's incredible.
But he also raises it for Bertrand too.
Yeah. Got a big
right?
Love him to death.
So okay, well that's awesome. Well, we'll put that up, and then if anybody else wants to give, because you know how those medical bills are, they come back around again. Those check backs and the physical therapy and all those little things add up. So
I've done the math on it, and the physical therapy is going to be the add up for sure, like you said.
Yeah.
But,
so a lot of us are in the same boat, and right now I do have insurance, but I went for about 10 years without insurance, so I know where you're at, man. And that's why I was like, man, he's gonna need some help, because even with good negotiating, you're still gonna end up owing a lot.
Yeah. Especially
with an injury like that. But we're glad you weren't hurt worse, and that
Amen.
It is healing. Yeah. And we're just excited to be part of it, and I know everybody's excited that has given, that they've been like it's just an extra love offering. It's just an extra way for us to tell you how much we love you and appreciate what you do and what the music does for us. And then that's why I do what I do, is because and you've heard this speech before, but you guys are musicianaries. And you are going out and you're reaching people for Christ, and you're saving lives physically as well, people who would be harming themselves, hurting themselves, and you're making a difference, and we have to support that as the church, and that's just something I feel very strongly about. So
I agree.
Yeah. So anyway, let me see if there's anything else. Any other questions real quick, so he can say goodnight to his babies and spend some time with his wife, because she just got home from church.
My wife goes to bed at like 8. So.
Excuse me, like 9. It's called okay?
Normally I would say hit him, Valerie, but don't hurt him.
Yeah. Broke it.
Oh, we don't want him hurt anymore. My goodness. Well, you've been a good sport to come on and do this with me. This is my first interview live stream. And I appreciate you doing it and giving us an update, because I know people wanted to hear, and any of you that came in late, this thing, I'm going to save it, God willing, and I don't screw up. I'm going to save it, and you can go back and watch it and see, but an update is he is right now, as far as they're concerned, he doesn't need surgery. The 2 bones that broke in his wrist are healing okay, nicely, whatever. 2 weeks cast off, correct?
2 weeks cast off.
And then comes physical therapy. I can't say physical therapy. Yeah, I bet. Anyway, physical therapy, and then he's going to have to try to retrain that wrist to wrap around that guitar neck.
That's a
And I mean, it hurts for me to think about it, and I know it does for you too.
yeah.
So anyway, Max from Germany, from Deutschland, wants to know: do you look forward more to Loud and Proud Festival or Christmas Rock Night?
Oh goodness. How do you choose? Yeah.
For real?
Favorite star in the
No, you're gonna have to say. Oh, I better not say that. I was gonna say something, but
I've never played Loud and Proud yet, but I'm super excited to go out and play this year. Every time we've gone out there, it's been nothing short of incredible and breathtaking, and the beauty out there, and the people are just so amazing. And America, you could take some notes from the Germans on how they love their rock and roll still. So
natürlich. What? What?
Once I played out there, you'd think I'd learn a little bit of this foreign language, but no.
I'll teach you a little bit. I know just enough to get in trouble and to order at McDonald's.
There you
go. I mean, what more do you need, right?
Yeah, right.
And how to get to the bathroom. That's important too.
Very important.
All righty. Let's see. Alicia said she forgot to tell you were supposed to share the bath fizzies with Valerie. Well, Alicia, we won't even ask if that happened.
Yes, we have.
Okay. All right. Well, that's this. I don't want just TMI. I don't want to know. All right. Amy Ray says we need you at Uprise Fest.
With anybody else.
But you know, they just finished announcing the rock stage at Uprise, and there was no random hero. I'm really disappointed, but
where?
They have a Uprise Festival.
Which one is that one?
Up in Pennsylvania.
Have we played?
Dan and I went last year, and we kind of kept putting your name in the pot, but oh, there we are again. Are you there? Sorry, guys. Internet went out. Again. Yeah, I lost Bertrand. Do you have me yet? Können Sie sagen, die Toilette ist, Max? All right, let's see if we can get him back. Okay, you see me? Looking for Valerie. Here she comes. Okay. Can you see me? Yeah, really. Anybody see me again? I'm waiting for Valerie to come back on. Here she is.
There we go.
Kann ich das Badzimmer benutzen? Kannst du mich hören, Maximus? Hey, you're back?
I'm back.
My stupid internet.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you. We're learning how to say. Can you tell me where the bathroom is? I only learned the formal way. Können Sie mir sagen, wo die Toilette ist, bitte? So, anyway, works for you.
Yeah, please.
Well, he's using Valerie's phone because it kept wanting him to come, because he's an admin. It kept putting him on as random hero sidekick, so we kind of messed up. So now we know we have to use somebody else's phone, I guess, until I figure that out. All right, well, I'm going to let you leave. Wait a minute. Oh, what advice can you give about getting musicianaries to come to the upper Midwest? Wisconsin needs you.
Our first show is Wisconsin on July 12th.
There you go, Dwayne.
Fest.
Okay. Go to bands in town. Go to their webpage.
Yeah. July 12th, we're heading up there.
Ah, okay.
So.
All right. Well, everybody says they love you. And third time's the charm. Yeah, this is the third time. And it was good to talk with you. Good to see you, Valerie.
Good to see you.
To be honest.
All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, I have been able to save all of this and put it up so people can watch it. And if anybody have any questions, I'll let you know. But thanks again, Joshua. You're a big, sweet guy to do this for us, and we appreciate you telling us all your story and all the stuff that's going on. And so we can continue to pray for you. And I'll put those links up for donations and stuff too.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Love you all.
All right. Love you.